Hello, this video is going to be an update regarding my surrogacy process, my surrogacy journey. So if this is your first time watching one of my videos, yes, I am in the process of becoming a surrogate. For those of you who may not have known already. So this is an update. Last video I told everybody pretty much that I'm in this process, and I have had one embryo transfer already, which was back in December, and it did not work, unfortunately. And I believe last you guys heard was that I was going to have another one very soon. So that has happened already. It was on February 22nd, which was like 2 Saturdays ago. Today is March 5th. Well, Wednesday, March 5th is today. Pause. Oh, you're welcome. Goodness, this child. Oh my God. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome.
Whoa. Oh.
Now he's loose.
No.
Yes. Stay over there.
No.
See.
No. Move.
See.
Move.
Excuse me.
Move.
You say, excuse me, Mama.
Move.
Say, excuse me. No move. Say, excuse me.
Timmy.
Okay.
Okay.
Now you may enter. Don't press anything.
No.
Don't do it. Don't look at it. Don't even look at my phone. Where are you going? You're falling already. Siéntate.
Oh, Mom.
Don't touch. Get your big old face out. Don't
Mom.
touch. Yeah, that's me. Don't touch. Stop it. You're lucky. You're so cute.
Cute?
You're cute.
No.
Yeah. You're cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please. Free.
So I did have embryo transfer for the second time, February 22nd on a Saturday.
Wait.
And yeah, it's a fairly quick procedure. Just for those of you who are wondering how it goes, I have to drive down to the IVF clinic, which is the clinic I'm going to is in Laguna Hills. So I drive down there. I do need to have somebody with me because they put me on bed rest afterwards, so they want somebody to drive me back home and stuff, and just a support person. So yes, my fiance did go with me. So we go down there. My embryo transfer is scheduled for 10 a.m. We have to arrive 15 minutes early, so we were there by like 9:30. They take me into the room. I undress from the waist down. Then a doctor and a nurse come in. And yeah, it's a fairly quick procedure. It only takes about 20 to 30 minutes. I mean, the longest time is probably waiting in the waiting room and for them to prep everything. But once they get it going, it's really fast. It doesn't hurt. They don't put me to sleep. Nothing like that. No numbing medication. It doesn't require any cutting or of anything. So I lay down on the bed, and then they will turn the lights off. And this is just a quick description. You guys don't need like every detail. Turn the lights off. They'll stick like a catheter up me. They use that catheter to transfer the embryo up into my uterus, so it just straight shot up in there. That sounds vicious, but you don't feel anything. And then they'll have like the nurse doing the ultrasound, so that way they can see to make sure that the catheter is lined up into my uterus and the doctor can see what's going on in there, making sure he's in a good spot right where he needs to be. And then the people in the lab will tell the doctor that they're ready. They will bring over the embryo inside of a small, like, small tube, give it to doctor. Doctor will shoot it down the catheter, and you can see kind of like air bubbles. You'll be able to kind of see like air bubbles, which just look white on the ultrasound screen. And that means that he pretty much pushed it in, pushed it out. The lab will go back to, the people for the lab will go back to the lab and they will check under a microscope to make sure that it is out. And he did push it out of the tube and stuff. And once that's done, they will give the okay and say you're all good to go. And then they'll let me rest there for about 10 minutes and let me use the restroom if I need to, because I have to drink a lot of water before. And they will push me out on a wheelchair and I get to go home, and then I am on bed rest for 48 hours. So bed rest, like, yeah, they don't even want me to shower for the 48 hours. I'm like, bruh. For not doing anything, I feel gross after the 48 hours only do. I need to shower. But regardless, no showering, no lifting anything heavy. They don't even want me cooking, no cleaning, just kind of sitting up in bed. I can use the restroom, obviously, go pee. And that's pretty much how that went. So it went good. We did try a different method this time before the embryo, leading up to the embryo transfer. Different, like, I wasn't on estrogen. It was a more natural way. They kind of lined it up more like when I'm ovulating and stuff. So that sounded good, instead of like just forcing my body to do things that it's not used to doing. They kind of just let my body do what it had to do and then just transferred the embryo when my body was ready. So just with that being said, I mean, you know, we were more hopeful that it would work, or it's going to work this time. We still don't know currently as of today. Actually, as of today, I had an appointment this morning, and either later today, probably tomorrow, either later today or tomorrow, we will find out the final results of the HCG. I had to drive down Monday for an appointment for the first blood work HCG results, down to Laguna Hills, and they did the blood work for me. And I won't say any numbers yet, but the results were good, but I won't be completely content until we get results from today. Because how it works is HCG is like the pregnancy hormone. It's what we have when we're pregnant. HCG, that's like when you take a pregnancy test, whatever. So that's what they're checking for that hormone inside your body to see if you're pregnant. Now, anywhere from like 5 and up technically is a positive pregnancy, but the lower the number is, it's not so good. That could mean either you're very, 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 very early on in the pregnancy, or it's not like strong. It's not like strong. So I will say my last embryo transfer, my results from my... Yeah, baby.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're stuck. There you go. You're welcome. Be careful. Ouch. My results from the first embryo transfer that failed, you always go one day and then they will send you back 2 days later. And why they do that is they want to get the results. They want to get the number of the HCG. And as long as that number, for a positive pregnancy, or a good sign through pregnancy, is your results should double every 24 hours. Those numbers should double every 24 hours. And if they're not, then something may not be right, or it's it's kind of failed. Like, it didn't stick. Maybe it like went into a certain point and then it just kind of stopped growing at a certain point. So that's why they do it twice. Do it one day, and then they'll send you back 2 days later to see if those numbers have gone up or if they've gone down. My case, back in December when I did my first embryo transfer, I went in, my number was a 25, and I wasn't really sure. They were just like, it's positive, and so I was just like, cool, this worked, it's positive. But they were like, it's a low positive, and I was like, oh, so that doesn't sound good. So then sure enough, I went back in 2 days later and it went down to 19. And they were like, so this is not a viable pregnancy. It's not, it didn't work. It's not continuing to grow, pretty much. Like, oh, so it failed. So obviously the higher the number, the better, because that's meaning the embryo is further along and stronger and is growing. And it's less likely the numbers will go down the higher the number is. So we did get some good results back of this first blood results, but today was my second appointment. So it still just depends if the numbers went up or if they stayed the same or possibly if went down. If they went down or stayed the same, that's not a good sign. Something might have went wrong. If they've gone up, then we're good to go and it worked. But I don't want to get too excited yet. We'll just see what happens. Probably find out later today or tomorrow. And that's pretty much where I'm at right now. That's the update on that. I will make another video, obviously, once I find out if it's positive or how that goes. Still been taking my injections. I still have to keep up with the medicine, take medicine every morning and injections every night around 8 p.m. And those are killer, especially this time around. The first time for the first embryo transfer, they weren't too bad. This time I have a lot of bruising on my butt cheeks, and it hurts. It hurts. Sometimes my kids will just like tap me, Mom, smack my butt, and I'm like, oh! I'm like, don't hit me. My butt cheeks are so bruised, dude. They're pretty beat up. It's no bueno, all purple and green and ugly. I think I'm starting to get like a phobia. I've always been good with needles, and now I'm just doing so much blood work and injections every night that I'm just so over it. I just don't want to look at needles ever again. Anyways, they're going though. And I have recorded the process of, I don't do the injections myself because I'm kind of chicken. I think if I absolutely had to, I would. It would just take me a minute to build up the courage to stab myself. Watch your fingers. So this is just an updated video in case anybody was wondering, or maybe for those of you who are interested in becoming a surrogate yourself. This is really why I'm making these videos, honestly. I mean, an update and, just kind of following along in my life here, I guess. But also because when I looked into this process, I try to YouTube a lot of videos and watch other women's experiences. And I didn't find a whole lot of people or a whole lot of videos on it. So there was one lady or one couple, one YouTube channel that I did find that was very informative. I believe the channel name is We Are Dan and Sam. We Are Sam and Dan. I forget already. I watched a lot of her videos and I forget. But she was a surrogate 2 times. She's been a surrogate, and she made a lot of videos about her process, the injections, the going through the contracts, the very detailed videos, which is what I wanted to do, but I kind of failed at that. I haven't been very detailed. But I will upload in this video. My plan is to upload some footage of me getting my injections. Don't worry, you guys will see like a side shot of my butt cheek and not my full butt, okay? Don't need my butt on blast like that. Yes.
Plane.
I'll try to upload pictures and some clips from Embryo Transfer. They posted like a video on their social media accounts. For anybody who doesn't know, the agency I'm working through is called Baby Tree Surrogacy. They do have an Instagram page and a Facebook page, and they will upload videos and pictures of updates of their different surrogates and doing their embryo transfers or medical screenings and different stages along the way. So I'll post some videos of that from us from embryo transfer. From the first embryo transfer, I'll post that, and then from the second embryo transfer, I'll post that too. And I'll also post some clips getting my injections and things like that. And I believe that's about it. And that's just where we are right now. We're just kind of a waiting game to see what the results come back to be. I'm hoping it's gonna be good. You keep hitting your head. Fingers crossed that it all went well, and not just for me, but for, you know, the intended parents as well. This is all, you know, something they've been going through for a long time and waiting for a long time to be able to have a child. So, you know, if I'm a little impatient, I'm sure they're very impatient. So I hope it all turns out to be good results for them, and then I'll keep you guys updated. And I believe that's it for now. I need to get out of this car and take this little boy inside because he is a hot mess. Huh, Theodore?
Oh.
Theodore. Theodore.
Hi.
Hi.
No.
Okay, let's say bye to them.
Bye.
Oh, okay. That was quick. Okay, that's pretty much it. I wanted to just do a quick update video. Okay, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Good day. Good day, everybody. Good day. Alright, so really quick, I'm just going to do a quick voiceover for this portion of the video. Just because we didn't really explain anything while I was recording this. So this is just him prepping the injections that I have to take every night. So there's 2 needles. That pink one is going to be the first one that he's going to use to stick into that bottle and pull out the oil, is what they call it. He does go ahead and sanitize the top of the oil bottle first with an alcohol pad, and then he will go ahead and stick that first needle head, the pink one, inside of it and pull out the oil to the number 1. Of course, he checks for like air bubbles and all that, which you'll see in a minute. Everything we have out, he has a little band-aid ready right there too. We just stick like little circle band-aids on it just because this time around we have had some bleeders. And then he uses 2 different alcohol pads, one for the bottle, and then he'll use one later for my skin, to clean the area around my skin. So right here, he's just getting it to the right amount. And then he will go ahead and close it back up, twist it off, and we have a sharps container that they provide for us, and we put all the needles in there. And then for the last portion, he will just put on the smaller needle size, which will be the one that will be injecting me. And that's pretty much it.
Ready?
Okay.
too late. Take a look. Alright, baby. Ready?
No, I'm not.
Let's do it, Dad. Ready?
No.
I'm sorry, I love you.
Oh, that wasn't that bad.
You want to pull it back a little bit?
I don't care if you want. It's already in me, so I
Okay.
don't feel anything.
Oh gosh, it's hard to push. Okay, then taking it out.